Hey guys, I'm fixing to get back on this 57 Chevy truck. This is what I got done yesterday. Some of the spots are kind of thin. I was doing it in the sun and it was kind of hard to see. I got some thin spots over there, but I'm going to use that to my advantage, the thin spots, because I'm going to scuff it up and the way I always do and kind of patina it, because this is not a real good paint job. I am not a professional painter. I am actually a novice at spray can painting. Let's see, where did my... Okay, this is what I'm using. Satin bright white. And I'm fixing to do the top, but the sun's fixing to catch me. So I've got to hurry up. I've scotch brighted the top best I'm going to do it. This truck doesn't have to be perfect, and anything I put on it is just going to preserve it. So I'm not really hurting the truck at all. So, and as I suspected, let me get in this truck. Oh boy, okay. I think I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but I believe this truck used to be green. There's a lot of green spots on this truck, and even down in here. And as I said, I know I'm not a professional. I'm not doing everything according to what somebody else would do, but you know, it's my truck, and I'm just going to do with it with what abilities I do have, which is not very much. But I'm just going to do the best I can. It might be a 50-footer or 100-footer, but you know what? I'm still preserving it because there's a lot of spots that don't have paint. Might go over it again just a little bit. But anyway, this is what I'm using. It's Krylon. And this will be can number 2. I've already got into it pretty good, so I won't get much out of this before I have to switch over to another can. But I think this makes four trucks that I've had that have been this color green, and it's just amazing to me. And I've said this in a video or two before. Have you ever noticed if you see a car or a truck, an older car or a truck, that a lot of times it is green? I don't know what it is. They must be some kind of green spell or something where they just seem to last and last. And anyway, I've had 4. Let's see, a 57 GMC I had was green. The 68 Chevy C10 truck I had was green. This is green, and that 69 in the backyard in the garage, the black and white one that I put Penetrol on, it used to be the same color green. I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's good because it's here with me today. So thought I'd give you a little heads up on what I'm doing today. And this is kind of, this is kind of for my own benefit too, I can look back on it and see what it used to look like. I've got some things taped up, and the taping is the hard part. But this, and let's going to see what it looks like one more time. And there's some more green. But I don't know. I'm just going to go with this white color. And it saved me on a lot of paint and stuff too. So anyway, this is it. And going to do the best I can when I get done with it sometime today. I'm sure I won't get done with it, but I'm going to do the best I can to get as much done as I can. When I get all that done, I'll finish this video up, and if you have any comments or something, you can let me know. As I said, I'm just rattle canning everything. That's all I can afford to do. Paint jobs are pretty expensive, and doing body work on this old truck would be really, really expensive. So I'm just going to do the best I can. And as I've said before, I just like the patina look, just like it come out of a barn, or is this, in the case of this 57 Chevy truck, straight out of the field in Alabama. So just going to do the best I can, and that's all you can ask of somebody, isn't it? Okay, hope y'all's having a good day. I'm fixing to get back at it before the sun catches me, and I'll get back with you after a while. See you later. Hang with me. See you later. Okay, guys. Lucky for you, you didn't have to wait the whole time that I've been painting on this truck. It's been about 9 hours later. at least that long, maybe longer than that. But I finally got the whole truck painted one color of white, and I started running short on the white paint. I had to go over and go over and go over the white. And you know, if you're 50 miles back, it looks pretty good. But really, this is a rough old truck, and I want y'all to understand, I'm not trying to cover up anything or hide anything from anybody. I'm just wanting it all one color. And I'm not done yet. I decided, you know, I've been talking in my last video, I think from yesterday, that I was going to two-tone. Well, I started running short on that white, and I had some of this, I'm calling it seafoam green, from my 71 Big Turd. I thought, well, I'll tape it off, and best I can, and two-tone it. Now, my wife hasn't seen this yet, because she has gone to some kind of swimming aerobics or something to do with a swimming pool. Anyway, she exercises a lot, so she's in a lot better shape than I am, and I have to be careful what I say. So anyway, let me know your opinion on this. Now, what I'm going to tell her. Oh, let me start out by saying there's a whole lot to say. It took me hours and hours to tape. I don't know why, but it took me hours and hours. And I left some of this stuff here on purpose. I can always spray paint it white. I've still got some white left over, but I was starting to get seriously low on it. So I'm going to leave some of this stuff. I'm going to scuff it up and kind of patina it in my own way. You've seen me do this before. It's not, I'm not an expert or anything. I just kind of play around. So keep all that in mind. And as I said, this truck it's a pretty rough truck, and it's got a heck of a story to tell if it could only talk. I've still got to do the insides of the bed with that white. So I was getting, as I said, seriously low. So I thought, well, I'll two-tone it. And if I don't like it, I can always paint it white. So I went over the letters a little bit. My wife said she would paint them for me, and I just went over them to see if the paint would stick pretty good. I think it will, and it'll kind of give my wife an outline, and we'll see what happens on that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it's just about to get dark, and I'm trying to hurry and show you what I got done, because I'll look at this video after I get me a shower and maybe eat a bite of something. Oh, my thoughts is, this seafoam green, I could take those door panels off and seafoam green that, and maybe the visors. I don't think I told you this, but the other day, in between showers, I took all this apart and painted it black. I could even seafoam green the kick panels there, you know, and try to make it look good. And I can maybe even seafoam green the top if my wife likes it. As I said, she hadn't seen it yet. I pulled some of the tape off, and it took off some of the paint, and that's just great. And I've kind of missed a little bit, even though I had the whole dang truck taped up. These jagged edges is the best I could do. So that's good too, because I'll scuff it up and make it look pretty decent. And even with the tape and the paper, it still bled through. And every time I started to paint, I know y'all's tired of me saying this, the wind would start blowing. So I finally started hollering, blow, wind, blow. And I know the neighbors must think I'm crazy. And sometimes I think I am. I didn't do the window visor. It's still up in there. My wife says to paint it white, but I don't know. I'm just kind of at a point where I think it might be too much white. So I don't know. I could possibly paint it seafoam green, but I don't even know if she's going to like this. She hasn't seen it and doesn't really know that I've done this. It took me a long time to tape all this up. And as I said, I'm going to scuff it up, and I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm going to get me maybe some brown paint that kind of looks like rust, and point out some of the imperfections that this truck has a whole bunch of. But I just taped up everything best I could, went over the spots, painted it white, and I thought, well, I could scuff it up and make my own rust, I guess. Or in any case, even if I don't do nothing, I've preserved it for a little bit longer, maybe till the next person gets it or whatever. I got in here the best I could. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be. I hate to paint, but it's been bugging me ever since I couldn't match up that hood, that I wished it was one color. And I was watching a YouTube video yesterday evening about a 50s, let's see, what was it, 50s Chevrolet trucks. And they had, these model trucks, some of them, and some of them, was two-toned. And, I just really do like that. Now, I don't have the chrome. This truck wasn't born with the chrome, I should say, that, goes around here to divider. So I just done the best I could, and hey, it's good enough. It's, what the heck? It's just an old shop truck, and it's mine, and I'm happy with it. And I guess that's all that really matters, isn't it? It's a rough truck. I knew it was rough when I got it, but I just like these old trucks. This has always been, my whole life, this smaller truck has always been one of my favorites. I've seen them 1,000 million times when I was a kid. My grandparents lived on a farm, and a lot of the farmers had these trucks, and I don't know, I just kind of grew attached to them. But anyway, let me know what you think about the seafoam. Sorry, I'm shaking. Guess I'm getting weak. Let me know what you think about the seafoam green. As I said, it's not perfect. I'm going to have to scuff. This was all rust. If you look back at some of the videos, I'll scuff some of that up and let it kind of bleed through. And I'll fix some of this stuff too. I can make it where it's perfectly straight, but I don't want that. I just want it to look like it's still got a story to tell. And I left that on purpose. I wish I hadn't even done this. I had the discovery in my head that maybe I should just leave some of this stuff and save my white paint for doing inside the bed. So in a way, it's back a shade of green. So anyway, just let me know what you think. I hope that you like it. Oh, I got to show you one more thing. My wife was out here with me earlier today playing around, and she she run the exhaust out the pipe, and she thought that was pretty funny. So I told her just leave it on there. I'd stick it on my video, and she's pretty fun to hang around with. She's kind of a big cut up, and I am too. So anyway, let me know what you think about this new kind of exhaust. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, let me know what you think about the old truck, Charlie, and maybe I'm trying to get it to grow on me. It might take some doing, but if I paint the door panels and stuff, if my wife likes this look, and I get it all patinaed up and kind of scuff it up a little bit, and maybe it'll be okay. It's something different. I just wanted the white. There was just, in my opinion, there was just so much white. I just wanted something to kind of break it up. This wasn't the color I intended to go with, but I had a couple of cans of it left over from that big turd truck that's over at Tim's. So I just grabbed a couple of cans to save some white paint. Okay, hey, appreciate you watching the video. Appreciate all your comments. Please subscribe and leave a comment, and share this if you would. My videos, I appreciate it. I just do everything. I try to do everything I can myself without asking for help. And there's a lot of things that I've learned doing it myself. And I know it's not perfect. I can't afford to get nothing really perfect. And you know what? I just like the patina look. So, shop truck look. And when I get done, I hope you and I both like it really well. And we'll just go from there and see what happens. I've had fun all day today. And, I was thinking while I was painting, I was kind of getting disgusted a little bit with some of the techniques I was using that was so stupid. But, and the sweat bees after me and mosquitoes, which they are right now, they're eating me alive. But, some people, the price I paid on the paint, some people pay that for one meal. So I get to thinking about stuff like that, and I think, I done pretty good. I've had fun all day. Where can you get fun like this all day long? And it has. It's been a lot of fun watching it kind of transform into all of it this shade of white, doing the top and taping everything. The taping I hate, but the painting's not so bad. But it's the end result that's what I'm going for. Okay, I'm sorry, long-winded again. Let me know what you think about the two-tone, and if you like the green with the white. I'm shooting for the 50s theme. 50s. This is a 57. I'm trying to go for colors that they would have used in the 50s. I think they would have used seafoam green because my friend had a 55 Ford Fairlane glass top, and his was seafoam green and white, and that's what got me to thinking about that. So I thought, well, I'll stick it on there and see what happens. Hey, y'all have a good day. Appreciate you listening to my rambling on, and I'll see you later.